Now I'm reviewing Mega Man 11. So Mega Man 11 came out already, oh my god, 6 years ago. So it's not that recent. But to date, I believe this is the most recent Mega Man we had. And I'm talking about classic Mega Man. I'm a big fan of Mega Man, so it will have to be taken into account during this review. I'm not a huge fan of Mega Man like some fan. I see when I play Mega Man on stream, there's a lot of big fans that come. I'm not that kind of player. Okay, I don't know the whole lore. If you ask me the name of that enemy on screen, I don't know it. I'm not that kind of fan. I just really like Mega Man gameplay. I finished the 10 previous Mega Man recently, and so this is the last one that I finished, Mega Man 11. I like the series, I really like it. And the first thing that shocks is obviously in terms of video, the graphics are unique in this Mega Man. If we only take the classic series, okay, so from 1 to 11, it's the first one that does 2.5D, okay? Not 3D, not 2D, 2.5. That's the first one, and it was a very, very good surprise. I was super happy because I like 2.5D. It keeps the gameplay, the traditional gameplay of a 2D game, you know, platformer shooter in 2D, while giving you 3D vibes. And I really like that. Though, I will mention this, usually when you do a 2.5D, the cool thing is to play a bit on this potential 3D, right? With some, you know, sometimes there's a screen that is like this, and if your character goes into a corridor, you rotate the screen or something like that. You kind of play with it. I don't think there's one thing like that in this game. That's a bit sad. I think they really wanted to keep the classic gameplay and feel of the game, and so they didn't do that. Maybe they do that in another series. I don't know, the X or the Zero or whatever. I kind of missed that. But that's fine. It's still very faithful to the originals here. I'm gonna die here. Boom. Graphics wise, 2.5D, really cool. All the character design so cool. You can see all the powers here, all the bosses. Everything looks very Mega Man, but also very anime, and I like that because one of my favorite Mega Man was Mega Man 8. Mega Man 8 was awesome because of that anime style. I liked finding that again in Mega Man 11. That anime feel. That was really cool. I think the game is really pretty, very smooth. There's no technical issue whatsoever. It's extremely smooth and pleasant to look at. It works a lot. I think the game is not gonna go old just because it looks really cool. Audio-wise, that might be one of the disappointing thing in the sense that it's not bad, but I'll be honest, Mega Man 11 is really on the weak part of the music side of Mega Man. To this day, I don't remember one song in Mega Man 11 and not one song that I liked. At no time during my playthrough, I was like, oh, this track is awesome. I had none of that. I was mentioning Mega Man 8 earlier. Mega Man 8 had the best soundtrack of all the classic Mega Man, in my opinion. There's none of that. And it's not even as good as Mega Man, I don't know, 3, 4. You know what? It reminds me of arcade music. So if you've ever been to an arcade center, whether in Japan or elsewhere, and you've got all the machines, you know, the arcades that are dinging and ringing everywhere with kind of insipid, generic melodies, it's that kind of music. It's very, you know, boppy, but sometimes a bit annoying. There's not much to it. So audio-wise, nothing special. I recommend doing the game in Japanese because you can have the English subtitles while keeping the original voiceover. Because Mega Man, Wily, everybody speaks in this game. So the original voices in Japanese, the fact that you have the choice in the menu is really cool. Every Mega Man, even if I call it Mega Man, should be done in Japanese. There you go. In terms of gameplay, that's probably the most important part, right? Because you play Mega Man not for the story or for the music or all that. No, you play Mega Man for everything. But if you had to keep one thing at the end of the day in a Mega Man, it's the gameplay. And I think the gameplay was really cool. Little disclaimer. As you can see here, I'm using some powers. The idea in a Mega Man is to use all the powers of the bosses, right? I rarely do that in a Mega Man because I'm a very basic guy. I like the Mega Buster. Here, the powers are quite essential if you want to progress. Here I ended up using the powers because I was struggling on this level. So if you don't use the powers, it'll be hard for you. And I died again to this place. The powers are very important and they're very rich and different. That's a good thing. Also, there's one thing if you notice at the top left of my screen, here at the top left of my screen, below the health bar, you've got the gears. I think they call it the power gear and the speed gear or time gear, or I can't remember what it's called. It's a huge feature of the game. I wonder if it's linked to the Switch, Nintendo Switch. because it feels very like a portable feature, right? Like a portable console feature. Basically, you use these buttons, right? These and these, but mostly these. It's a huge feature of the game. They really wanted to push that at the front of the gameplay, and I'm not sold on that. It's good, it's well implemented, and the game becomes probably much more complex and actually easier if you use that. Basically, on the left button you've got the power gear, and it makes all your powers, even including the Mega Buster, stronger for a few seconds. And the right button, the blue, this one, time gear or whatever, basically it's a slow motion thing. So everything becomes slow motion except you. And so for many moments within the levels against some enemies or some bosses, it makes your life easier. I've never been a big fan of that. I barely used it all throughout the game until the game started being very hard for me and I had to use it. And sometimes there's some moments where you have to use it because you can't go through normally. Many people will probably think, oh, that's an awesome addition to the gameplay. It makes the gameplay much more complex and rich, right? Because basically you alternate between the power gear, the speed gear, the boss's power, like you can see me using here. For me, it was too much. It made my brain go. In a Mega Man, I like playing quite classic platformer shooter, and so that was too much, and I probably did not exploit it enough, but it's there, okay? So if you are interested in a Mega Man with a richer experience, it's there. It's probably one of the most complex Mega Mans of the whole series. This is one of the hardest Mega Mans I've played. If you take the 11 Mega Man, 10 was the hardest, really hardest for me. Well, 11 is right there. I don't know if it's harder or less hard than the 10. I would say it's probably less hard if you know how to use the speed gear, the power gear, and all the powers like I mentioned. It might be easier. If you don't, like me, it will be very hard. Difficulty-wise, you can see that Mega Man 11 has nothing to do with the very first Mega Man, 1, 2, 3, 4, which were very easy. You could finish them in a few hours, even for the first time. This one took me 7 hours. It's less than I thought. I'm surprised. It takes 7 hours to finish the game when you're me, so it might actually take 4 or 5 hours or even less for you for the first time. It's still a hard Mega Man. I think it's one of the hardest Mega Man. Content-wise, meaning all the story and all that, it's as bad as usual, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of the whole Dr. Wily story, but it's Mega Man Classic. So from 1 to 11, it will be Dr. Wily's story. You don't play Mega Man for the story, at least not me. I remember in Mega Man 8, I liked the story because it tried doing something different. Here, they tried also doing differently, and they tried justifying the whole power gear and time gear that I mentioned earlier within the story, so that's fine. The story is okay. There's a lot of cutscenes, so that's cool, but it doesn't add much to it. The bosses are cool. I remember Mega Man maybe 7 or being a bit childish. This one is in between, not too childish, and not too dark either. There you go. Content-wise, I think it's okay. It's what you expect from a classic Mega Man. In disclaimer, I will say, so I finished the game. I finished the game completely and mostly with the Mega Buster. But if you're interested in all the, the extra that a game can have, Mega Man 11 has full of extras. There's many modes in it, challenges and all that. I didn't dig at all in it. But if you're interested in that, if you love spending 10, 20, 30 more hours into a game because of all the challenges and stuff to do, they are here, okay? I don't know if there are secrets in the game because I don't think I found any. There might be not. Don't quote me on that, I don't know. But there's lots of challenges and stuff like that to do if you love the game. $40, it's an okay price, I think. There's a lot to it, so... To finish this review, what do I give to Mega Man 11? It's high. I'm gonna say it right now, it's high, and I'm not talking objectively, right? I'm not giving it a masterpiece or a ranking or whatever. I'm talking within Mega Man Classic, from 1 to 11, it's pretty high. It's high in the sense that if you take Mega Man 1, 2... 5, 6, 7, maybe even 9. I think Mega Man 11 is higher. It's one of the best in the classic series. Not an A, excellent game, you should definitely do it. I wouldn't say that for Mega Man. It's either a B+ or an A-. I don't think I would recommend Mega Man to anybody. It's a very niche genre of platform action like this. I don't think it's for everybody. What did I give to the previous Mega Man? That would be interesting to compare. I give a B-. Nice game, try if you're interested to the collection. Yeah, that's fair, okay. Okay, in that case, just Mega Man 11 is good game, definitely worth a try. Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to give Mega Man 11 82%. Mega Man 11 is a good game. It's definitely worth a try for people who never played Mega Man. I would go as far as to say, if you've never played a Mega Man classic, so 1, 2, 3, or just a Mega Man in your life, and you want to pick one, it might be the one to pick, because it's first, it looks great. It has all the classic gameplay in it. There's a lot into it. That's why I give it a B+. I think that's fair. 82%. Yeah, I was about to say maybe 83% or 84, but you know what? Since there's all the issues of meh story and music is very forgettable, 82 is fair. There you go. B+ for Mega Man 11, 82%. And that's my review of Mega Man 11.